Hi everybody, I am Andrea Shackle, registered dietitian with Revive Wellness and My Viva Plan. And I am here to answer one of the questions that I get all the time. And that is, what is the best diet for me? Or what is the best diet for weight management? And before I answer that and give you my 4 tips, I just wanted to put this out there. And it's really about, irregardless of weight, everybody can benefit from looking at their nutrition and eating patterns. That is for everybody, because the main goal obviously is always going to be the best outcomes for our health. So let's move on. I think about a saying that I had seen that said, every plant requires different requirements to grow, and so do people. And when we think about that, this can't be further from the truth. We know that everybody has different nutrition requirements and responds differently. So just because you know somebody who did this eating pattern doesn't mean it's going to work for you, but it doesn't mean that we don't have to do work to figure out what that is. So here are my 4 tips. The first one is to always think about the long-term gain here, because anytime you go into something for just a quick short fix, it's likely it's not going to stick. We haven't really thought it through, and it's likely not going to last very long. So remember the long-term gain. Second is, if it's asking any sort of deprivation, can't have, this is a bad food, you're never going to be able to eat this again, these are what I call to caution. And that is because anytime there's deprivation, even with very, very low calorie diets, it does cause responses for not only the brain, but the stomach to increase those cravings, end up eating them. And again, that falls right back into that circle and that yo-yoing pattern of not being able to stick to something. So be careful of those ones. The third one is picking something that's not just how much you eat, but also how you are eating. So this is very much about practicing mindfulness around eating, you know, looking at your environment, how you're eating, what are you doing when you're eating, and start to put the connections together for that. The fourth kind of is building on that one, and that's really about finding an eating pattern that promotes a positive relationship with food versus a negative relationship with food. And that very much fits under, you know what, this has to be enjoyable because food is a big part of who we are. And that comes down to this big statement of, at the end of the day, when you're picking a nutrition eating pattern that works for you, we have to think about, is this culturally appropriate? Is this something that I can stick to long term? Is this affordable? Is this enjoyable? And is this going to be something that is, well, of course, nutritionally adequate and that is going to improve my health? So you do have to do the work and think about that. But I would also encourage you, if you have questions on this and you're not sure where to start, that working with a registered dietitian can really help you with that. So I would encourage you to seek out and get some help with that. Have a great day.